Good evening.
Hello.
Ladies and
Hello. What's with the new
gentlemen.
Dracula? Good evening.
Good evening.
You've done like 2 shows like that now.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I have no idea where that came from.
Mhm.
Fuck, whatever. What's going on, guys? How y'all doing? Hope you're doing well. Cheers.
All the handsome gents are in the house.
Nooners.
Yep.
Billy. Oh, Billy.
You're so stupid, Billy.
You're so stupid, Billy. No, you're not. We
Oh.
love you.
It was, who's your friend used to cook for?
Woody Harrelson.
It was Woody Harrelson. Remember? White Man Can't Jump.
I
Woody
vaguely
Harrelson
remember that movie.
And
I remember
was
the
it,
movie, but yeah.
Wesley Snipes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was a long time ago.
That was a long time ago. Yep. Cyrus O'Ryan, what's going on? Hope you guys are having a good night. Yeah, so we're just going to kick this shit off. Reed's on. He's still awake. Man.
Is he?
Yeah, it's great.
You know what? I need to change this to live chat.
What are you doing? Oh, yeah. Go
Live
over and
chat.
switch it to live chat. So you see all the newest chats coming
Yeah.
up there, and you'll see all the bots we get.
And if you haven't already, go out and hit that like button.
Yeah, definitely do that. Hit the like and subscribe button out on right now. Go over, switch over, go over and hit the like. Best back. Interestingly enough, I thought about your back today.
Oh,
Saturday morning, it was fine. Used one of the patches on it.
you did. Well, it was, yeah, I don't remember which pack
Now
it
she
was, though.
has a fucking bruise that's that big.
So we didn't tell them that part about it, though. We didn't tell
What
them.
night was that happened?
That happened on Friday night.
Yeah, we wouldn't have been able to.
No, I
You were
know.
on
We
Friday.
haven't told them.
Yeah,
So
okay,
when you
yeah.
say I have a bruise this big, they have no idea why.
I don't know.
So,
Wait,
late,
Javon, what's happening?
so late Friday night, it started sleeting.
Yep.
And when one of the times I think I took the dog out, it was
You were
like,
just taking the dog out
Yeah.
real quick.
I think it might have been 3:30. Yes, we had a very late night on Friday. I took that step and my foot just went, and I was far enough down where I literally landed on the, you know how the step is like I
The
can't
edge,
even
the
do it.
corner of the step.
Corner of the step on my complete left butt cheek.
She comes in, she's crying.
I'm
She's like, I
crying.
think I just died.
Like, I'm pretty sure I just broke my ass bone.
So we're icing her butt cheek
I
at
know.
3:30 in the morning.
Oh, it
I
hurts
was like,
so bad. And I couldn't,
and you couldn't tell right then.
no, but I woke up the next morning, rolled over, and I
you
was
couldn't
like,
see it
oh,
visually.
mother of
You couldn't see it. And
goodness,
then
I couldn't even
today,
touch that butt
you
cheek.
showed me, and it's just green.
It's
and
just
black,
green and black and
in a
blue.
perfect line.
It's so weird. But you
Crazy.
thought maybe that had something to do with that. And I coughed so hard, I threw it back. You're like, it's probably both of them because
Yeah.
my butt cheek was tight. I have a knot still like this big
Yeah.
in it.
But then,
I mean,
it's
if I didn't
gone
have
pretty quick.
accidents,
It's
I'd
gone
have
away
no fun
pretty
in this
quick,
world.
yeah. So
So yeah, Celine gave me one of her patches, and I woke up Saturday morning, and I actually had way more mobility. There were a couple things I still had to do slowly, but I didn't.
you weren't complaining
Yeah,
about it.
no.
It didn't like
Uh-uh.
we didn't have to keep the heating pad out for you. So hey, cheers to you guys. I'll give you a little we're gonna jump into a few
Cheers.
stories here. Cheers. So I'm only drinking a beer tonight. I'll explain why here in a minute, but shout out at the top. Go get blood. There is a major like
Shortage.
huge blood shortage, the biggest in 10 years across the country. And it's because, of course, COVID, all the bullshit.
Everybody's freaking out again.
Well, a lot of times they have blood drives. What do you need?
My pencil.
I don't have one. Go grab one. Let's grab one over on the table. You're here. Use a pen.
Okay, thank you.
They normally will do like blood drives in schools and stuff like that.
At workplaces, yeah.
Workplaces, different things like that. And they're closed.
Well, and a lot of stuff. I feel like some people have started reverting back. Excuse me, because I know. Remember, I told you we were supposed to start a weight and health challenge at the gym,
Mhm.
and they postponed it a week because I guess the place wasn't going to be open, either because they couldn't get enough workers, and or because of COVID resurge.
Yeah. So go out, just Google your local ones. I give every 8 weeks. I do TRT, so for testosterone. So I have to give blood on a regular basis. So it kind of got me in a habit of
Because what, it makes your blood thick.
it can make your blood thick. So you got to be
Okay.
careful about that as a elderly gentleman like myself. But just something to do. Do they still do blood drives at Planned Parenthood? Maybe. I don't know. Baby stem cells, perhaps. I'm not going to really, I don't really know. had a comment on that one.
Reed said you have a big ass beer.
Since I can only have the one.
Somebody said
I got a really big one. Logan said that's his drive home.
1 36-ounce beer.
Yep, exactly.
A beer, 1 36-ounce beer.
So why do you have to give blood when you're on TRT? Testosterone can cause your blood to become thick, right? Even if you drink plenty of water, drink plenty of fluids, your hemoglobin can thicken up a little bit. So you got to keep it in this check zone.
Right. There's a
It's
range.
under like 50, whatever the thickness is. So if you ride the lightning, you got to make sure your blood doesn't get too thick, so you don't have a fucking stroke and stuff.
Yeah. No.
Just being smart.
Or blood clots or anything.
Yeah,
like
anything like that. So go donate. It's just, you can save a life. Absolutely something I believe in. And it's
not everybody has to do this. That's why they test you. Some people have to do it more often than others.
I just do it every 8 weeks.
Yeah,
anyway, and that's just, I just got in the habit of doing it. So I was like, fuck it. And you get gift cards from them.
I've been giving blood in
a lot of places will give you
5 or 6 years probably.
Yeah, but you should do it too. So another shout at the top is hemp that I just read about. Hemp has been found to potentially prevent SARS-CoV-2 from binding to cells. And so a couple of little things in hemp, like these compounds in hemp, which I thought was pretty fucking cool.
It does what now?
It can prevent SARS-CoV. It can prevent COVID. It prevents the SARS-CoV.
So what, are people just eating hemp?
No, they just found out about it. I thought it was pretty cool. I literally just read about this.
You can get the hemp without.
No. It's an extract from it.
That's what I'm saying. You can get it without.
Like but
I guess you can put it in drinks and stuff.
It's really interesting. But you could be prescribed it. You could, or whatever.
You don't have to be prescribed it. You can go to a marijuana store. I mean, not a marijuana store, but a
fucking.
What do they call it?
Head shop.
No, it's not. It's there. Yes.
It's not a weed shop.
It's not a weed shop. No, it's like a hemp store.
I don't know. But anyway, just think about it. It's something cool. They're looking at different places from all over. Kill Cliff CBD saves lives. So maybe that's
CBD. That's what I was thinking of.
What?
CBD stores.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. But I just thought it was pretty cool. So they're looking to explore it as potential therapeutics for COVID.
It keeps you from getting it? It's not a dispensary, because a dispensary is usually weed. This is just a CBD store.
I don't fucking know. I don't know. I just read about it.
A dispensary usually means
there's 2
marijuana.
cannabinoid things in it that will help to prevent it from attaching to your cells.
Interesting.
So, which is where you get sick, which is where I got sick Monday.
Right. Great birthday. Great birthday.
Yeah, it was awesome. Yeah. So I got the COVID Monday. Was like, what the fuck? Monday night.
Super. I mean, you obviously got the
fast as shit.
It hit you really fast. Like all of a sudden you're like, I feel.
Yeah, my
arms started hurting aching. And you were getting chills, and I put my head on and I was like, yep, you're sick.
Yeah.
And you're like, because you said, I don't think we're going to dinner. I don't feel so good.
Yeah, all of a sudden it was like, let's see how this goes.
And then it went really quick. The good news is
that fever hit me at about 11
in the afternoon,
11 at night, something like that.
The fever?
Yeah.
No, the fever hit much earlier.
No, it didn't.
Yes, it did, because you started taking ibuprofen at like 6.
I don't think so.
It did. You did. You were fevered. You don't remember.
Anyway, but my fever was like 99.5 to like
99 to 101,
102.7 for like a minute.
Right.
But then again, I was also wrapped in a shit ton of blankets.
Well, and I was giving you. We were alternating every 2 hours between ibuprofen and Tylenol.
Reed said, Ross and I got the real COVID, you wimps. Hey, dude.
Yes.
Whatever. Yeah, I mean, no shit.
Yeah, yours was, I mean, it was, you felt like, I didn't, gravy, you've been grumpy like the last 3 fucking, I thought I was going to, like, I almost text Selena today and be like,
what do we have to give him?
No, I was like, I'm going to murder this bitch, and bitch equals Greg, because you were so...
Wasn't grumpy.
Oh, my Lord, liar.
You
Pants on fire.
Get me what I want. Answer my questions straightforward. Quit asking questions all the time.
Because that's how I've always been.
What? Just grumpy. Constantly asking questions?
You were grumpy. You were acting like a wiener.
Stop it.
No.
It's not
anyway,
true.
So you got you're better today. Yeah, you're much better.
So neighbor gave me a little the ivermectin, and then bumped up the vitamin D to 6,000 units a day.
Some zinc.
Some zinc every day. Shit ton of water every day. And then now I'm back to the
So my question this afternoon, I was like, okay, because I was a little under the weather. That was the thing about Saturday. I was under the weather and I threw my back out. So I was like, my world sucks. But did I give it to you or can I still possibly, is there an opportunity for me still to get it? Dun, dun, dun. Came first, the chicken or the egg? Yeah, I
don't know.
I tell you what, I probably wouldn't even be able to tell because my allergies have been so bad that I'm coughing and hacking anyways.
I mean, like,
and sneezing. But did you know sneezing is part of the Omni?
It depends. So, I mean,
I read an article.
It's a cold. Like, I felt like I
read an article and it said
24-hour flu.
Omni, there's definitely sneezing and people aren't losing their taste and smells like they were with the other ones.
Yeah.
And so I definitely think you had Omni. I'm hoping that I have walked around with a Lysol can spraying everything.
November of 19, I swear I had it then. Like the OG, because there was no testing or anything like that. You can't say you didn't.
Somebody tested your antibodies when you gave blood and you didn't have them.
They didn't. Not in 19.
Okay, whatever. I'm
Trying
not
to
argue
be
with you about it.
A doctor over there. You're not.
You have a horrible memory, so I'm just going to go with okay.
You're calling me the one with the horrible memory? Bitch, you can't even you can't even remember how old I am.
Or when we got married, but that's on purpose.
No. It's because you literally can't remember.
No,
you were trying to figure out how long we've been together, like last week.
Yeah, because it's hard.
It was 17 years. It's 17 years.
I have to do the math. Don't judge. I know what year we got together, so I don't forget that much, bitch.
I don't think so.
I swear you got your antibodies tested anyways. But okay, well, it's neither here nor there.
Ruben, yes. These are signs of early onset Alzheimer's, which her mom had dementia.
No, Parkinson's. She had Parkinson's, and it's not genetic.
Dementia.
No, dementia is part of Parkinson's.
So I'm very, very cautious of it with her. Like, I only let her drive when it's sunny out.
I'm glad I don't like this lamp too much. It's about to
and it's not on. You didn't turn on.
It's about to become part of a murder investigation.
Turn that on. There you go. Now it's taking all the negative.
I hope my mom comes and haunts you for, first of all, not knowing what she was sick with, and second of all,
I knew she had Parkinson's.
Yeah, dementia's part of Parkinson's.
See, I just said that.
No, you didn't. You said it switched to dementia. Dementia is a side effect of Parkinson's. It didn't switch. She didn't all of a sudden go from Parkinson's to I can't even say it. Anyways, listen, I'm over you for the week. So you didn't even take me to birthday for my dinner, and you haven't even had a piece of birthday cake with me yet.
To birthday for your dinner?
Yeah, you didn't even take me to dinner for my birthday, and you haven't even had a piece of my birthday cake with me yet. With me yet.
I didn't know it was a Mustang.
You should.
Tastes good. Nothing but cakes.
I'm quitting
in this house.
I'm firing you. You're fired.
Good.
Fired.
Glad I picked it up, bought it, and bought you a present, a card, and
Nico.
What?
Said you heard it. Said it was hard after 17 years. Congratulations, Greg.
Finally. God damn.
I mean,
get Roman.
Thank goodness for long games.
That's what she said. Yeah, no, so it was just interesting. Like, I got the chills, and it was pretty much by like middle of yesterday.
You were starting to get better.
Yeah. And then I slept on the couch a couple nights just in case I didn't want to get you sick. And then like this morning, I kind of was like, let's see how it goes. And then
right.
I like,
have you taken your temperature anymore?
No.
No? But you can tell you don't have temperature?
Oh, yeah. I don't have a fever or anything.
Don't forget to put your pillowcases in the washing machine.
They're already off my pillows. We're
good.
So, boner pills. Greg, run downstairs and get the cake. Yeah, we'll just have some on.
It's so good.
Right? It really is.
I got ice cream when I picked up the groceries. When I did the curbside, I was like, please throw some.
Was that, you got some ice cream?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice.
Bluebell, vanilla bean. So good.
The best.
The best.
The best. So to all you guys out there with the Rona.
Feel better.
A lot of people got it right now, though. A lot of people in my office just calling. Like,
I have two guys on my team. A guy and his son got it. Another girl and her family were sick all weekend. So it's hard to tell I think it's to the point where it's hard to tell if it's a cold or the Omni.
More than likely, it's probably.
Yeah, but nobody cared. Nobody that I know is going to get like.
I'm not going to stand in line for 2 hours to get tested.
The guy from work, 4 hours. Him and his son stood in line for 4 hours. I'm like, why didn't you just go to Walgreens and get a home kit?
Yeah, well, I think a lot of places are like sold out. Them. And I happen to just buy like a bunch. I don't know, a month
we're
ago
out now.
or something like that. Yeah.
We're out.
So I did the test and I was like, fuck.
I text you because you're upstairs in a meeting and I was like, you tested positive. Here's a picture for verification, along with the instructions.
Yeah, it was interesting. So yeah, somebody in a meeting today was like, I gotta go pick up my kid at school.
Bill's wife said is just getting over
Yeah.
it. So
I think it depends on the strain or whatever you get.
Somebody's kid got sick and had to go get him.
Yeah, he had to go to the school and get him. I don't know. The kid could have been like, I don't feel good, and then they're like ejected.
Right. Yeah. They're not taking any chances.
So that brings me to this little.
You can't get COVID if you don't test, is what Lloyd said. Well, here's the thing, and I'm glad we had those home kits because I wouldn't want to go test somewhere. I wouldn't go test somewhere.
I did the drive-through one at CVS like a long time, like a year ago or whatever.
Yeah.
But you don't fucking find out for like 3 days, and then by then you're done with it.
Well, because there was something that was happening. No, but there was something where I can't remember why we decided to go get you tested.
I think it just it was at the same annual fucking
but
cold,
were you going somewhere or something was happening where you just wanted to make sure it wasn't COVID? So
it's interesting though.
Yeah.
But it's funny coming off of our Friday conversation about like what are the taboo conversations,
and then
like fucking Sunday or Monday or whatever. I was like, I feel like shit.
Yeah.
Oh well. This is an interesting little thing that Terrence Williams. So if you guys know who Terrence Williams is, he's a little black comedian. What do you call him? I don't know. Just a conservative guy. Posts like funny shit all the time. He's always making fun of fucking left wingers and stuff like that. But he's a really funny guy. But this somebody on Twitter posts this. I'll read it to the people that are listening in. My son tested positive. My husband and I am in that ass. I even took away the Xbox. Your ass in quarantine and alone in that room.
What?
Don't come out unless it's the room to the bathroom. The only reason we didn't take the phone is so we can text for food and water.
If the Xbox was in his room, why would they take it out?
What kind of a dickhead person is this?
And takes this shit like the son's in a room. Okay. Give him his Xbox and let him keep himself entertained. And then you won't have to worry about it.
What this is saying is it's his fault. Right? It's his fault that he got the corona. Right? So I'm going to take his shit from him.
So they basically grounded him?
Yeah, they grounded him to his room. This is a fucking bitch move.
It is. Well, I mean, come on. These things are coming out of the woodworks, like the woman in Houston last Friday.
They fucking locked her kid in the trunk. Yeah.
Are we surprised?
People are fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So that was Butterscotch one that said she was in that ass.
She's up in that ass. Yeah. So evidently, Butterscotch 11 over on Twitter. Everybody should go fucking find her and just let her know what you think.
I mean,
what's
ridiculous up in that ass when it comes to your kid? Why would you refer to that? I know we're just being dickheads. We're all over him about this.
Yeah. It's your fault.
Hopefully, he's probably that kid going, y'all are so stupid.
Yeah, hopefully that kid turns out to be normal.
I'm sure he will.
Just because his parents are psychotic.
Maybe. Who knows anymore?
Dude, my cousin's family, there's 5 of them. Mm-hmm. They all have it right now. What are they doing? They have a birthday party because when their oldest son it's his like 12th birthday. So they're just like all hanging out.
Fuck, let's have the party anyways.
What else are you going to do? Have a party. It's just going to be small.
Get the cake and everything delivered.
Yep. Exactly. Have it dropped off at your doorstep, right?
We have a friend who's very afraid of COVID, and it was her daughter's birthday, and they had a roller skate party planned, and they canceled it. They canceled her birthday because Mom thinks germs are everywhere.
They are.
Wow.
That's just called life.
Yeah. This is a person that still wants everybody around her to wear masks and all that shit. So, but yeah, they canceled, and I was like, God, it sucks to be a kid right now. Especially because you don't understand.
It's fucking insane.
Yeah.
I don't know. 2022 banished. We're going to get into some normal shit to talk about, some fun stuff.
Banished words.
Banished words list.
So this is from, this isn't like from dictionary.com or anything. This is Lake Superior State University. Apparently they do this every year.
Okay.
And they have people from all over the world
that are banishing, like you're not allowed to use the word
that
Hitler.
They make recommendations, like they write in, these are the words that I think you should banish.
Okay.
And so I guess they go
woke. We should get rid of that fucking.
I guess they
word.
go let's see, common parlance dominated submissions for the past 12 months. More than 1,000 of the 1,250 plus nominations of word and terms for banishment for misuse, overuse, and uselessness for 2022 were colloquially.
Colloquially.
Colloquial. Both of us say that. Colloquial. What does that mean?
Colloquial.
Isn't that like
where they're regionally used, I think.
Right. I don't know. But
I don't know. We need somebody with like Ross's
well,
reading ability on the show.
I can probably just say look it up.
Nah.
So what do you think? I'll go over all of them, but what do you think the number one offender was? I use it all the time. And I'm still going to use it all the time.
Bitch.
No. How many chances do you get? 3?
Y'all.
No.
I don't know.
Can you still use UNT?
Cunt.
Oh.
He didn't want to type it out there.
Oh. Yes, you can, supposedly. It wasn't on there.
Well, it's a very British word, too.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it's like, it's a very British
that
word.
was the number.
Oh, really?
Wait, what?
You
Which I do all the
word.
time. I do, like, if somebody explains something to me really fast or it's astonishing or unbelievable, I'll go, wait, what? I do that.
So what's the word?
Wait, what?
Oh, I thought it was the C word.
No.
Oh, I was like, well, you never use that word.
No, I never use that word.
It's wait what, huh?
Wait, comma, what? Wait, what? Because a lot of people do that. Like, A, if they're not listening. B, if it's unbelievable. These 2 4-letter words should not go together under any circumstances, according to many nominators and the contest judges. Because the 2-part halting interrogative is disingenuous, divergent, deflective, and other damning words that begin with the letter D. They're kind of making fun. But yeah, I mean, I don't use it in that sense. Like, I literally use it like, wait, did the words just literally come out of your mouth? So yeah, that was the first one. One that I think a lot of people use, no worries.
I use that.
Mm-hmm. So do I. They said it was nationwide for misuse and overuse. The phrase incorrectly substitutes for "you're welcome." No, not always. No. When someone says thank you, a further bungling relates to insensitivity.
Because it's kind of like no worries could be like, yeah, no big deal. Like, it's not necessarily
like somebody's like, I'm sorry I was so late. No worries.
Yeah.
No skin off
like
my
no
back.
big deal. Yeah.
So I do like this one because this one is a very work related.
Okay.
At the end of the day.
Acronym.
At the end of the day.
I definitely don't use. Well, I don't. Think
I don't use it, but I've heard people use it in meetings and stuff.
At the end of the day.
But we want to make sure we're recognizing or da da da.
Yeah.
20 plus years after original banishment of this phrase in 1999, the day still isn't over for this misused, overused, and useless expression. Many times things don't end at the end of the day, or even the ramification of whatever is happening. Observe the
If
stage.
you have one of these and it's issued from work, the end of the day doesn't
never.
end at the end of the day.
Number 4 was that being said. Yeah. Again, a lot.
I hear that pretty
in work
frequently.
a lot. I don't hear this outside of work. Maybe occasionally.
Nico said, "No sweat off my sack."
Yeah, there you go.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to use that at work tomorrow just to see what the fuck happens. He also had do what now?
Do what now? Yeah, that's the same thing as wait,
you
what?
say that.
You do?
You do. You say do what now?
Oh.
Once in a while, not often, but you do.
I do. I never caught myself saying that.
Now I'm going to be catching her on all these faux pas.
5, asking for a friend, which is kind of funny. But I don't.
We've got our first person that was blocked.
Did you hear what I said?
I didn't hear that. Awesome.
Asking for a friend.
Oh yeah. Because everybody uses that kind of trope as like
Deceit. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like
because the friend is a
it's
ruse.
like, are you single? Are you blah blah blah?
Right.
Does this asking for a friend? It's just fucking. It's dumb.
Says the courtesy phrase or the cutesy phrase, often deployed in social media posts in a coy attempt to deter self-identification, isn't fooling anyone. Let's see. Circle back. That's huge in the workplace.
Yeah.
Circle back.
Trying to think of ones that happen at the office. Like I think I just like blank them out.
Yeah, I think I do too.
Like I just ignore.
I hear them, but I don't circle back.
Because it's filler words that I just try not to listen to.
Yeah.
You know what I
This
mean?
is another big one for work. Deep dive. We're going to take a deep dive into that.
Yeah. My boss is full of these.
Um,
But he's
also-
always got the newest ones, which is interesting.
Okay.
Like you won't have heard it, and then he's got it,
And then you'll start hearing
and
it
then you
everywhere.
start hearing it more.
All right. New normal. People want that banished, which I completely agree with that because this isn't normal, nor will it be new.
Oh, because the new normal. This is the new normal, and it's not really.
Overused catch-all for ways COVID-19
Ain't my
affected
first
humankind
rodeo.
and banishment. Finalist list year for similar reasons. They're clamoring for the days of old, circa 2019. Use this signal unintentionally that they haven't come to terms with normal means.
Yeah.
This is funny because this happens all the time still. You're on mute. People are tired of having to say that and tired of having to hear it. But I mean, you can't really get rid of that one because it happens at least one time
What if you were
a
to
day.
say, turn your mic on?
We can't hear you is what I say. We can't hear you. We can't. Hey, you're talking, but we can't hear you. I'll say like, H, you're talking and we can't hear you. Oh, damn it. I forgot to turn the delete button off. You know, they come back. But most people still say you're on mute.
Because, again, I think that's another one of those things. It's like we're 2 years into fucking using Zoom, figuring it out.
We're mute.
I understand it
We're Zoom
happens.
driven now.
Yeah.
And
All you
the
have to do is hit
courtesy
your
is
spacebar.
to mute. They tell you when you're not talking, you should be muted. Because then you don't accidentally eat on the phone. I mean, how many big people? I've been in meetings with 300 people that somebody forgets they're not on mute and they start eating. I swear to God, it was corn chips.
Yeah.
Corn chips. The corn. Yeah. And then I had somebody else that was scolding a kid that was like, if you don't put that down right now,
Nice.
yeah, you're gonna make me come over there and you're gonna be sorry. And then they were like, they must have like looked at their mute button and been like,
I'm gonna beat that. I'm gonna be up in that ass.
right,
That would have been awesome. It was actually that lady.
right. So the last one,
I'm gonna take your
number 10,
Xbox
and the last
away.
one was supply chain.
I'm sick of certain things, but it's just more from the business. Like I'm tired of hearing about blockchain. I'm tired.
What's
of hearing,
blockchain?
That's just bullshit jargon for how shit's connected together and stuff like
Oh,
that. from
I've
data.
never heard that. in
like
my
data
meetings, thank goodness.
stuff that I work on, and I'm just like,
Yeah,
like, you're just trying to make yourself sound fancy.
yeah.
What are you gonna do though? Let's go back through real quick.
If you,
So we got new normal. DJ said, "Fuck new normal. I make my own goddamn rules."
Yep.
Nico said it would behoove you.
behoove-
Somebody ever said it would behoove you? I'm literally disconnecting, or I'm saying it would be fuck off.
No, I would be like, how about you join the 2022?
Craig said to piggyback off that.
Oh, piggyback's a big one.
Yep. Ruben did say a lot of these sayings they are kind of come
Lean in.
from-
I can't believe lean in wasn't
Lean
in
in,
there.
Jesus
Lean
Christ.
in. Lean in. What
like
for?
last year, the year before, it was like kick the can down the road. Remember hearing that
I
all the
haven't heard
time?
that one. Thank
That was a
goodness.
very like
I think maybe once or
DC
twice, but
politician kind of thing.
lean in is to me. When people say lean, I'm like, oh, good gravy. Did you just tell us to lean in? Like we're not already doing the best we
Julia, what's
can.
going on? Gigi, what's happening?
Um,
I don't know. What do you guys? I mean, we've seen a few, but we're talking just kind of like banned. I don't want to say banned.
yeah, well,
Banished
Lake Superior
sayings
State
almost.
University does it every year.
Yeah.
And these were the top 10 for 2022. If you would like, and it still blows my mind when it says, if you'd like to submit a word to banish for 2023, you can go to the Lake Superior State University /banished words and you can submit a word there.
I'm just telling you, there's a lot of them, and I should probably
There's
start writing
10.
them all down. Anytime I hear like a random like slogan that says, because that's basically what they are,
Right. They're just the
It's some
campaign of
new fucking
the year.
filler.
Yeah.
Thing
Do you
to
think
say.
that people sit around and be like, okay, what can I use this year instead of saying deep dive? What can I say?
There are, and for some reason they're just
know,
not coming to mind. But there are
Look between the
shitloads of those.
lines or something stupid like that. But so yeah, those were the 10, which I thought some of them were kind of funny.
Pretty interesting. Yeah. So, all right. So we're heading up to Austin
You better
for
fix that.
Super Bowl, and I'm going to fix it. But what's with Airbnb just randomly canceling our goddamn
For no reason. I hate
prepaid
it.
in full?
Yeah, prepaid.
So Lloyd, you're on here. I was just talking to you 5 seconds before we went live. I've got to find us a new place
Yeah.
in Austin. They
Don't
said,
drag the ball.
no, I won't.
Drop the ball.
Don't-
Don't drop the ball.
Another one. Don't drop the ball.
Yeah. Well,
Get on that.
you better get on that bitch.
Yeah.
I just
Just
and here's
out of
the
nowhere.
thing.
I was like,
Can
what
you
the fuck?
rate them? I would rate them, and I would give them a poor rating and say because there's a way that they have a score.
Oh, I know. He's got this one had like a 4.8.
I know you need to hurt that.
And it was a nice
4.8.
little fucking.
You need to
place.
put a 1 and be
What the fuck?
like canceling for no reason a week after reservation
I'm
had been
thinking
accepted.
he realized.
He can make more money.
Yeah, because it's.
But it's
Super
just
Bowl.
Austin.
I don't know.
It's not like the place where the Super Bowl is actually happening.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense.
That or he realized he's going to have to be in town that weekend.
I've heard Lloyd. Who said that? So I heard that hotel was not a great place. Motel Lloyd went to Nico, and I'm
What?
pretty sure we're not going to do that. So I don't know. It'll be interesting to fucking. I'm gonna go out. I'll get a new one tomorrow.
Yeah.
And get us squared away. But it was fucking annoying.
And then it was, 6 to 15 days before we got our money back?
We got the money back.
Oh, we did
already.
get it back?
Yeah, but still, you're like 6 to
Put that
15
back in
days. You took it 7 seconds.
Yeah, put that money
Right,
back in
so,
savings
I don't know.
before you
I just wanted to
spend
bitch
it, and then we have
about
to
that a
pay
little
for
bit.
it twice.
Did you guys see this video that came out? I'm sure everybody has.
I haven't.
Plug your cable in when you get a second.
Okay, hold on. I got to
It was pretty fucking insane. You got it? Somewhere? Oh, careful. Use your toes. Usually I try and get that up over there for you. But a plane crashed on some train tracks. Right? And these cops, so the guy called it in, he was like severely injured. And plane crashed, then was smashed by a train.
Holy shit.
So let me know when you can get the video. It's over here for now. My brother's my oldest brother Chris's beer stein from
All right. Let me hit
I don't know,
play.
some fucking.
Okay.
Right. So watch this. They're gonna pull this guy out.
He's old.
Yeah, and he's all banged the fuck up too.
Oh,
Like, you
poor
can see him.
thing.
Now
Lucky he's
watch how
alive.
fast this happens. So
That's why they
10,
were-
9,
I mean, I feel
8,
like they were kind of
5,
being rough
6.
with him, but they
Boom.
probably knew the train was
You
going to hit
missed
in
it.
5 seconds.
Did you
And I
see it?
thought, yeah, I can replay it.
Insane. It's okay. I think a lot of people have probably seen it. But maybe go back just a little bit. Yeah. Dude, it just gets rocked.
Why is it not playing?
That's okay. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's all good. And it's all over everything. You just Google plane.
Crazy.
Yeah. So
They got him out of there just in time.
literally.
I think that's why they
They knew it was coming.
they were being a little rough, but I think it's because
had
they
to.
knew they
just to
had.
rip that bitch out, that guy
Yeah.
out. Yeah. So a plane crashed, then was smashed by a train. Its pilot was rescued just in time.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Does it say how he's doing?
Let me see real quick. So I think this is from yesterday, this story. So the pilot of a small airplane was lucky to survive a crash in LA on a LA street on Sunday. And was even
insane.
luckier when he was yanked out of the aircraft just seconds before the train hit. Said an LA, so that was obviously body camera that captured it, and a bystander were working to free the man from the wreckage when the oncoming Metrolink train horns blared.
So they can't stop those things?
It's a
Too
train,
fast.
man.
They need plenty of room.
You need room to slow those things down. So you hear go, 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 go. A man shouts as the train bears down on the group, and they literally just drag his ass across the ground. It was
Pants are all torn. Bless his little heart.
well, so yeah, Gigi said that I feel like there's a lot of rookies out there flying planes lately. They said so there's something to this particular area, right? That I read in another article. I'm trying to see if it's in this one. I think it was another article that they were saying that in that, like, there's a local small airport like right around there.
Mhm.
They've had several incidents from.
Really?
So yeah. So I don't know if it has to do. Maybe it's a training. Like, because remember where we lived or where we worked. We had the airport near us.
Mhm.
That was like you could go there and learn how to
fly.
right? And it's a small little local.
Right.
I don't remember what the name of it.
Me
Anyway,
neither.
um,
We just need the bar across the street. Flight
Yeah.
line. Flight line.
flight line. Yeah, and we would go over there and hang out. But yeah, I mean, like, if there's going to be an accident, it's going to be in an airport like that.
Yeah.
like a small, just little.
And they don't reference like what they think happened to his plane.
So
or
right
how he
after
was
officers,
doing.
it doesn't say. It's really comes down to he crashed, but holy shit, did they get him out in? I mean, 10
Reed
seconds.
says they're all taking the online course because of COVID.
They're using just like Nintendo
Simulators, yeah, just a little.
Yeah, they're using.
Because remember Fool's Gold? That's how he flew that plane. He's like, I don't know, I played this game, hopefully to help.
Right. Xbox simulators, exactly.
That's funny.
So I don't know. It was just a really amazing thing that those cops were able to get him, and I think he's fine.
I mean, he's on the mend.
Yeah,
probably not fine. He's on the mend.
So the pilot was the only one on board. He was taken to the hospital after the ordeal. He was in stable condition. So
okay.
Yep. Said a lot of this would happen. It said the plane, the Cessna, lost power shortly after takeoff. So yeah, he's gonna crash.
That's scary.
That'll do it. There ain't a lot of shit you can do when that happens, right?
Hold on, close your eyes.
Absolutely. All right, can you bring up the next story, the top 10?
Yep.
All right, so this one's just kind of funny. So if you guys never heard my story of traveling with ammo on a plane, didn't realize it, came out here, went hunting, drove out to Texas from Arizona, went hunting, had a couple rounds that misfired, threw them in my backpack.
Mm-hmm. Several months later.
Drove home. Like 6 months later, go on a cruise, or I'm flying out to LA to go on a bachelor party cruise.
Was that TSA though?
Go through TSA.
Oh yes, there you go.
Right. Go through TSA, get on they confiscate this little Leatherman, like one of those cheapy ass Leatherman, those like $5 ones you get at a convenience store or whatever. They confiscate that, but they leave 2 rounds in the side of my bag. They never even fucking noticed.
Looked at him.
And she tore my bag apart.
I wonder if they like didn't question the shape of it on the x-ray. I don't know. That's kind of funny.
Bullets.
I know. That's funny.
So,
and they were big, right?
30-06
they're
rounds,
rifle bullets.
Right? 30-06 rounds. So I get to the terminal like the next or that day or the next day or whatever it was. Get to the terminal to get on board the ship. I've got a bottle of water on the side of my bag. I put it through. I was like, fuck. They flag it. They're like, hey, sir, come here. I put my bottle of water up there. I was like, shit.
Yeah.
I forgot my bottle of water. They're like, no, that's not what we're talking about. I was like, what the fuck? Go behind the curtain. They're like, can you tell us about these? 2 rounds, had to go through this whole fucking thing. They had to get all the security.
Couldn't they have looked at the pen and known they didn't work?
Yeah, well, I showed them the pinstrikes on it. They just didn't go.
They
didn't fire. So anyway, long story short, these are TSA catches. These aren't just your normal fucking like it's just ridiculous. So scroll down a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna start with the cleaver.
It's the video, right?
Nope, just scroll down there. Oh. It's got all the actual pictures of it. I'm hoping I sent you the right one.
Yeah.
Oop.
It's coming.
Do I have the wrong? I have the wrong story pulled up on my own phone. Sorry.
This one, right?
Yeah,
blue.
Yeah, hang on a second.
Ultra pure.
So yeah,
butane fuel. Interesting.
Oh, do you have this one doesn't? Which one is this? Sorry, I've got 2 stories on my phone. I need the one that starts with meth burrito.
It did. This is it. Bear sprayed meth Ritos. Here are the most unusual
the meth burritos
found at TSA checkpoints last year.
All right, just scroll through it. We'll just look at it. That's fine. I don't know why mine's looking different on this thing for some reason. So I can't really see it. They found a machete
and butane.
Yeah, in somebody's backpack.
And that's also for put bullets in it. I'm blanking on what it's called. See it right in the middle between the butane and the
a magazine.
Magazine. Thank you.
Yep, makes sense. What else we got?
Fucking,
but not just a cleaver.
Cleaver.
That's like fucking Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
That thing is so dirty.
Yeah. Who goes on a plane? I mean, if it's in your backpack, you're allowed to carry knives and shit. Like, or not your backpack, but in your check.
Right.
You can do that, whatever. But who brings that on?
What's this? Bullets.
Bullets in
deodorant.
In a deodorant stick.
Why would you put them in? What?
Just throw them in your bag.
Seriously.
It's okay. As long as they're not loaded in anything.
Now you just are probably also a criminal now.
Yeah.
I think that was the last one.
Nope, that's definitely not it.
It's the last one I have.
Huh. So anyway, there's one that's got a meth burrito.
Meth burrito. I see that as number 8, but that was at Houston.
What in the hell is
Let's see.
going on
Hold
with
on.
these things? Anyway, I'll post the story. It's
There's
fucking
a video.
The meth burrito is dope.
Let's see something. Hold on.
The fact that somebody was trying to go on a plane with a meth burrito.
Would they put the meth in the burrito and roll up the burrito and they'll never see it?
Exactly. So I'll share this out here.
So here there's a picture on the video that I'm playing now. Like it's showing the bullets and deodorant. Number 9 is the pistol.
Blow it up a little bit. There you go. The pistol that they found in somebody's. When I was getting on that cruise,
the
there's
meth
the meth burrito.
That's so stupid.
Think about that. A meth burrito.
That's so gross too.
So when I was getting on the plane or on the boat, they were like, "Nah,
firearm buckle.
We get guns in here all the time. We get magazines.
Really?
People just fucking forget
or think they can get away with it.
Your
Cleaver.
That's a dirty looking
that
cleaver.
Cleaver's nasty. Yeah, I think we saw the rest. Oh no, bear spray.
Yep. Excuse me.
That's
Nico
definitely not
said,
a bear
"Greg,
necessity."
no, the meth burrito was meth, not dope."
What?
It's okay. Gigi said, favorite Benchmade. I've had several like nice knives confiscated. Like
fireworks.
Like a nice
people put fireworks in their carry-on.
Taken from me.
Come on now. Number 2 was.
Let's see. Oh, that's a wine holder made out of pistols.
Oh,
but why
hilarious.
would they steal? Why would they confiscate
Why would they put that?
that?
Well, because it's still a gun. It might have been.
But
do
what
they
if
know
it's
if it
just
works?
for looks?
Do they know if it works or not? A chainsaw.
A chainsaw.
Did he have it like in a big army bag or something?
I don't know.
I don't know either. That's crazy.
Fucking dumb.
Oh my gosh. I have to wonder. Crazy, crazy, crazy.
What do you wonder about?
Like just what people think before they do these
They
things.
don't.
And then do they get frustrated when they're in land? They're like, I can't believe
Took my
you're taking
meth
this from me.
burrito.
Yeah.
A chainsaw. Yeah. I'm just saying. It could. Dude shows up with a fucking
accidentally,
chainsaw.
I could see that. And can't you? And I know you used to be able to. I don't know if you still can. You
used to be able to smoke on planes too, so.
You could take it, you could have them ship it to you, right? Or something. You had to go fill out
No,
something.
you got to go. There's like normally a shipping place or something.
Right.
Like you can, like one of the UPS kind of things, you can drop it in.
Yeah. Who knows?
But that's it.
Yeah.
I mean, you aren't doing that with a fucking chainsaw.
No. You're just letting that go and they're going to sell it at a garage sale.
Oh, you can go online. There's actually websites where you can go
and purchase
and
the shit.
They auction all that
Make
shit
a bid.
off. Yeah.
That's crazy.
So you think like, that's just like some of the top ones, but there's thousands of
I'm
things
sure.
to catch.
And I'm sure there's some probably weirder than that. They just aren't very,
Right? Just fly private. You don't have to worry about TSA.
Who said that?
There you go.
Oh. He's big pimping.
North Korea is claiming that Kim Jong-il invented the burrito. How do you feel about that, honey?
I think it's
Being
hilarious.
Of Hispanic descent with a grandparent that opened her own restaurant, or I think it was grandfather and grandmother.
My grandmother and grandfather.
That made fucking burritos.
I don't know if they made
like right on the border.
But, I think it's kind of funny.
Like 40,
but here's 50
years ago.
Here's what even concerns me even more is people probably believe him because that's the only news they get.
That's North Korea.
That's the only news they get. So they're like, oh, he made this delicious
wheat
little
wraps
delicate.
are booming in North Korea, apparently. Former leader invented the burrito 10 years ago. Wow. Telling you.
He's so smart.
The false claim, I'm not even going to say false, the allegedly false claim. Maybe he did. We don't know.
I mean, maybe he invented it in his household.
He's not inventing shit. Is he even alive? I don't think anybody even knows. So the false claim, as the country said, it was doing a booming trade in the Tex-Mex dish in the capital of Pyongyang. A surreal video described the meal as a wheat wrap to a population struggling for food shortages. So yeah, a wheat wrap is a pretty fucking easy thing to make, right? I don't know how to say this name, so I'm not going to. Seen as a government mouthpiece, reported that the burrito was thought up in 2011 by Kim Jong-il. No, he is dead. Kim Jong-il is dead.
Oh, is that the
father
dad? Is that the father
of current supreme almighty God leader Kim Jong-un. The report added that his son and successor also takes a meticulous interest in burritos. That's why he weighs 14,000 pounds. Trust me, I love burritos.
I love burritos too.
And I could eat burritos every fucking day. But I know
that you shouldn't.
I shouldn't.
Yes.
Right?
Right.
Telling it. Was this a rapper on probation was popped flying private? I think they talked about it. Yeah. He had 70 pounds of weed flying private. Yeah. And also, I think he OD'd on a bunch of meds. The broadcast also showed a mural of Kim Jong-il grinning in a kitchen where the burritos were being prepared and invented, of course, right? So,
and I'm sure he cooked and got his hands dirty all the time.
This also said there was an outlandish claim. I'm not going to say it's outlandish. There was just a claim about former leader who supposedly shot 11 holes in one during his first ever round of golf, when he claims to have shot an unprecedented 38 under par.
Wow. Even
at putt-putt.
I know.
I can't do it. I couldn't have done it. But I'm not godlike, so. Those who have escaped the secretive state have also poured doubt on the idea that the wraps are common there. No shit, because there's no food. So anyway, what do you guys think? I'm just saying, I think
they built a good case for it.
The burritos were probably invented in Arizona.
I don't think they're probably. I wonder where the very first burrito ever happened. And I bet you
it's a very Tex-Mex thing.
I bet you it was just rice and beans because they were just hungry and they were out on the
or cheese,
the range.
Rice, beans, yeah, beans because you can cook
rice
them down.
Is easy to make over fire.
Yeah,
beans,
little water,
pour out of a can or some water.
No, you just bring a bag of beans and you just mush
put some water
them up.
in it. You don't even have to mush them up.
Well, as long as they're
and drain them.
Yeah, you could do that.
And put them in that because you got some carbs, some protein.
You think you get like a 10-pack of like HEB flour tortillas back in 1800?
No, they were missing out.
They got some good goddamn tortillas.
They have some really good tortillas for being a grocery store.
Never had tortillas. Do not be the person that lives where I used to live, like up north, and you don't heat the tortilla before you throw everything in there. Please heat the tortilla.
Yeah.
Make it nice and soft and pliable.
Don't do it in the microwave.
I didn't know any better.
Don't do it in the microwave.
Or do it for like 10 seconds.
It's still not as good as if you warm it up in a skillet.
Warm it up in a skillet too. Yeah. I mean, but that's definitely the way.
Well, because now a lot of places have the ones that are, because when we were in Phoenix, it was really hard to come by good tortillas. So we would get the dough one, the ones that were rolled but not cooked and cooked them ourselves.
Those were dope as shit.
Those were good. You can get
we have
those
a Comel. You can buy a Comel online.
You can get those here too, but why buy them when the HEB ones are so good and they're done?
Oh no, yeah. They make their tortillas.
Yeah, I forgot to get some.
Alamo Cafe.
I got eggs and bacon.
That's why when you move to San Antonio, there's a risk of getting tortilla poisoning because you can fucking eat like everywhere. Just gives you like here's a dozen. Like any place you go to eat dinner.
Screw
like
that. My dad brings us a dozen tamales.
Or something like that. Yeah.
Right. I'm
hungry.
I'm starving.
Hey, real quick, go out, check our shirts out. If you haven't already, go out to modernmountaineer.com. Bill's shop over there, Bill Schofield's shop. He's made us some shirts. You guys can go out there and get them. modernmountaineer.com. You just search them out there. They're $24.99, 20 something like $24.99, $25, whatever. Yeah. We've got ladies and gentlemen's. We've still got plenty of sizes out there, so go out and check those out.
So Ruben said Juan Mendez, a street vendor in I can't even say
Tijuana?
No, Chihuahua, Mexico. I'm so used to saying Chihuahua, Mexico. Invented the burrito during the Mexican Revolution in the 1910s. Mendez decided to wrap his food in flour tortillas to keep it warm.
Nice. I love that.
Thank you. Ruben's our historian.
Thank you, Juan Valdez. Appreciate that.
Juan Valdez? I don't think it was Juan Valdez. It was Julian Mendez.
Oh, damn, that was close.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Julian Valdez.
Menendez.
Menendez. I've heard you get brain fog from the COVID, so.
Mendez. Mendez.
Okay, not Menendez.
No, you're putting an extra letter in there.
Okay, cool. Good. Ruben will be the Jeopardy champion. You guys, also, lastly, for our little thing to tout, I had the steaks out this weekend.
For us steak, right?
It was a 2-pack.
Oh, it was a 2-pack?
Of that black buck.
And then you got sick.
And I got sick. And I really wanted to do, I don't know which one it is.
Wild game?
It's around here somewhere. I don't know. Nope, I don't have one up here. It's downstairs. But I wanted to do the wild game seasoning on it so bad. I had to throw it back in the freezer because I was like, I'm not eating that fucking thing right now.
Right.
But go out and check out My Family Seasoning. We've used the prime rib. We've used the hamburger. There's plenty of different.
We haven't used the hamburger. We've used the meatloaf.
Use meatloaf. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yep. Use the meatloaf. Time. Go check them out. 20% off using discount code Good Gravy.
I'm just gonna let you say hamburger from now on because all these guys are gonna know you mean meatloaf.
We really need to make some hamburgers. We haven't made those.
We haven't made hamburgers in forever.
So we're gonna make some hamburgers.
Need to buy the cube cheese and put it in the middle.
What if we did like half burger, half black buck, and made that into it? I bet it'd be delicious.
I want to try.
You got like 20 pounds of ground.
Okay, so
venison.
Here's where I'm hesitant. I've never had black buck before, and what if I don't like it? Then it loses. I lose my burger. So
it's venison.
Maybe you do a couple real burgers and then some half and halves.
Okay.
So that way, if I don't like it, I can revert to the real, like the regular burger.
And you just give me the rest of all the other ones.
Yeah.
So I'll make 1 for you and 6 for me.
1 real burger for me, then 1 mixed burger for me, and the rest for you.
Ruben said once you go black buck, you never go back. It could be. It could be. But go check them out if you don't mind. They're friends of the family. We've talked about these guys in the past. They've done a whole bunch of cool stuff. They're out of Florida. Great company. They're small. I don't want to say they're not real small. They're in a lot of local grocery stores, stuff like that. So you may be able to find them out there. I know they're in HEBs. They're in like some of the bigger.
I've heard Fry's. I think somebody said they were
some
in
of
Fry's.
the bigger stores. But also, if you just go direct to them, you get 20% off using the Good Gravy discount code. So might as well save a couple bucks if you're looking for some seasonings. So, all right, guys, drink more coffee.
This is really hard for you.
Drink more coffee. It's really hard for me to find the damn story is what it is. Drink more coffee is a story that I've got to find real quick. And sometimes I just can't get them pulled up fast. There we go. Science says you should drink this much coffee in 2022. I'm waiting for the story to come up so I can tell you how much this is. So, a study of 5,000 European adults suggested that drinking a cup of coffee containing 75 milligrams of caffeine every 4 hours.
How much is 5 milligrams?
75 milligrams.
How much is 75 milligrams?
Not a lot. It's like a cup of coffee. Every 4 hours can result in feeling better moods during the day. So it also says in our enthusiasm, we add the caveat, stop at 5 cups. I'm like, So once you get past that, according to the study of 350,000 coffee drinkers from the University of South Australia, which, whatever, you might start to have an increase in heart disease. That's not true. 350,000 Australians. Based on our data, 6 cups was the tipping point where caffeine started to negatively affect cardiovascular. So figuring it out, right? I hear you, Gigi suggest drinking wine every 4 hours.
Yeah.
What if you did a little bit of both? Drink
coffee
for 4 hours, 4 hours on, wine 4 hours on, coffee. Wine. Just do that.
Or you do like I did with the ibuprofen and the Tylenol every 2 hours. You have something. So coffee, 2 hours later, wine. 2 hours later, coffee. There's your 4 hours. 2 hours later, wine. There's your 4 hours.
What was the name of the dude? Hemingway? Was it? No, it wasn't Hemingway. It was Hunter S. Thompson.
That what?
That had this insane drug addiction and like drug. It wasn't addiction.
Oh,
addiction.
the guy. Is he the guy that wrote?
But his habits of like he'd wake up at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, have a bump of Coke, drink a cup of coffee, smoke a bunch of cigarettes. Then he would start.
He's a writer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then he would start drinking. He would have like vodka or something, like some sort of whiskeys. Then he would do a little bit more coke, and then he would start doing like MDMA or acid or whatever.
Why would he do the whiskey? Because that's a downer compared to everything.
And then he
else
would
he's
go
taking.
like eat like later on in the evening. He would eat like gorge himself, come back, do some more cocaine, and then start and like do a bunch of stuff, and then start writing. Insane. Like that's what this sounds like.
Okay, to each their own.
So really, I mean, we know people that own a coffee company. You guys just go out there. I mean, there's plenty of coffee companies out there you can support.
I mean, if you're gonna drink that much coffee, though,
You might as well get a discount on it.
you might as well get a discount at it. But at the same time, do you pick expensive coffee or inexpensive coffee?
You're gonna go. All right. So you can be a Folgers person just out of like, I don't care what my coffee tastes like, but I drink a shit ton of coffee. Like, but not a shit ton. I make a pot and it lasts me like all day.
Right. No, but you drink the whole pot.
Yeah, I drink the whole pot. It's like 9 cups of water worth of. I don't fill it all the way up. I fill it to like
A lot.
9.
You probably get 8 cups of coffee.
So yeah, so it's fair.
You do you, bro.
I know. It's supposed to be really good for your immune system.
Didn't work.
Well, probably didn't have enough the day before.
Oh,
Sunday.
okay. All right.
Because then I got sick on Monday.
Good for your heart.
Is it?
Yeah.
I think it is. Cardiovascular system,
Mm-hmm.
because it keeps you constantly racing.
There's I'm trying to remember that they were like, if you don't like coffee, try to get through at least 1 cup a day because it's good for your heart. And I was like, nope, not gonna do it.
Would you put a pig's heart in you? If you
I
needed it?
mean, was it that or death?
Yeah.
Yes.
Give me pig or give me death. How about this? In the U.S. So U.S. surgeons transplant a pig heart into a human patient.
They've never done that before?
Nope. So this guy, so it says in a medical first, doctors transplanted a pig heart into a patient in a last-ditch effort to save his life. So it said Monday that he's doing well 3 days after the highly experimental surgery. I'm trying to figure out where there was a reason he couldn't have it. Like there was too many people on the waiting list in his age and what was happening. Like
He just had it was stacked against
issues,
him. The odds were
like
stacked
he
against
wasn't
him.
going to get on it.
Right.
And then they said, "You want to try a pig heart?" And it's a genetically modified pig heart. It's a GMO.
Why they?
I think they altered the heart
it'd be
so it
more
was
like
more
a-
shaped like a human heart.
right.
So the 57-year-old Maryland handyman knew there was no guarantee the experiment would work.
How old? 57.
57.
Young.
But he was dying, ineligible for a human transplant, had no other option.
It's weird that 57 is considered too old.
Well, I think there was some other kind of-
Underlying stuff.
yeah.
Okay.
So it was either die or do this transplant. I wanted to live. So I know it's a shot in the dark, but it's my last chance.
Hey, may
Or
as well
it's my
try.
last choice.
Yeah.
And he said the day before surgery. So fuck, the guy's alive, man. I thought it was pretty cool.
Mhm.
Like you've been seeing people like growing ears on like the back of rats and shit
Mhm.
for years and years and years and years. So why not? Right? I think that's a pretty fuck.
I
If I
mean-
needed it, right?
Yeah. Even if maybe it doesn't last forever, it gives you a little bit more time.
Okay, so if they could put, say you lost your leg.
Yeah.
And they could take like a cow's leg
No.
and like link
Nope.
it up to you.
No.
Why?
Because I don't want a cow's leg. Prosthetics are way better than a cow's leg.
But I mean,
In
it'd be a
today's
lot.
world?
You could scratch it and be like,
No.
you could still get a pedicure on it. Just
No.
one big hoof.
No. That's stupid.
What do they call the farrier? It comes out and like does the cleans hooves or whatever.
I have no idea.
I don't know. I can't think of what they're called. That they go and they something like that. What kind of leg would you take? Would you take a cadaver leg? Like some other person's leg?
A cadaver leg, no, but somebody who just recently died.
That's a cadaver.
Well, I mean, I think of a cadaver as somebody who's been dead for a little while.
That's anybody that's been dead. for
No, they
longer
usually
than,
take
like,
the
10 seconds.
They usually take the
Farrier, thank you.
they
Shoe or
usually
two,
take
thank you.
the
We'd have to get you shooed.
they usually take the organs before the person, like they don't let the person die and take the organs. They take the organs before they're dead.
You could tap dance like a mofo.
You're stupid.
So
stupid.
what if you started feeling weird feelings like
all the scary movies where you get the eye replacement and then
Mhm.
you're seeing people get murdered?
Yeah.
Yeah. But with a pig, what are you going to get weird feelings that you want to go eat a bunch of dirt, roll on a bunch of dirt and eat some grub all in one big bowl?
if you had a pig eye?
No, pig heart. I mean, is that going to like drive you to,
Maybe.
I mean,
Just like all of a sudden you're just like rolling in mud.
you're like, what are you doing? I don't know, but it just feels so good.
Feels so good.
Stupid.
Throwing slop on your back.
Ugh. Don't make me gag. It won't have a good outcome right now.
I don't know.
This one I'm not even gonna look at because I've seen this picture already, and that little comment just made me. And this.
It's okay. We're gonna skip it because I can't find the fucking picture. So it's all good. It's on you.
So, you guys, we've been talking a little bit. You guys heard me. You guys have heard me mention that I'm just noticing every time we go to the grocery store.
You just ordered food today.
Yeah.
We ordered pretty much the same
I
exact
had a
things.
couple extra things in there, but
Like
not,
ice cream.
Had ice cream. We're trying like their homemade ranch dressing.
Okay, so it's a little bottle of ranch.
But I just still got like enough food for.
It's all the same shit.
Well, but I'm gonna make French bread pizza one day, so that was in there. But
Just
still, that's a loaf of bread,
a can.
spaghetti. I mean, pizza sauce, ground beef, blah blah
$6
blah blah blah. I don't know. Who knows?
It was $120.
$112. When normally, before all this shit, used to be $73.
Yeah.
And then it went to $95, and now this one was $112, which made me remember that I read an article about food prices rising in 2022, and they wasted no time. They were saying something like, so everyday snacks, everything from snack food like Jell-O and cookies to everyday items like milk and coffee are expected to rise as high inflation rates and supply chain issues continue to disrupt the market. I like how they're still blaming supply chain issues. I mean, I know it's still out there, but that's not. They started.
So I think are they still linking the supply chain back to people not being at work,
Yes.
producing?
Yes.
Are they waiting for those $25 an hour jobs?
I guess, but all the ships are gone, right? Like they've processed those all
That's
out
all
now.
done.
So yeah. So earlier this
No
month,
thanks, Dad.
overall inflation
Food a
rose
day,
to
kid.
6.8 over the previous year, marking the fastest annual increase in inflation rate since June of 1982, which I think we've all heard that. Said so. The U.S. Department of Agriculture, which includes grocery store and supermarket food purchases, rose 6.4 over that previous year,
Yep.
over the previous year. And things like meat, poultry, fish, and eggs
Excuse me.
increased 12.8. I've seen the meat go up quite a bit.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So I know processors it's more expensive. Then you have trucking's more expensive. All that shit trickles down.
Right.
And why?
Because
Cost of goods.
yeah. I was going to say something else, but yeah.
Gasoline. All the stuff gets more expensive and it drives prices.
Yeah.
Right? It's called
Yeah.
inflation.
Exactly. And it's just going to continue to rise. I
So
want
what
to
do they
say
this year is going to be.
I'm looking.
potentially?
Inflation is outpacing increases in household income and weighing heavily. Because you've heard that if you like I think if you make less than a 5% raise in the year, you're actually getting a pay cut.
It's a net.
Yeah.
Net negative.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So food prices are estimated to rise an overall 5% in the first half of 2022. Though the level of increase will depend on the grocer and the location. And they were saying that some of these things, like companies are going to have to start to realize, because a lot of people, like, let's say, Kraft macaroni and cheese, right? That has been a staple
Oh, you told me
for
about this. Yeah,
years.
Yeah.
And people have always just paid whatever it costs. But now
They're going to go to the store brand.
it's getting so expensive that they're like, I can either put food on my table, or I can be, and put more food on the table, or I can get less food and get the Kraft macaroni and cheese.
The brand.
Yeah. So they think brands, even though they're saying they're not afraid that this is going to impact them. It's going to impact them because
Sure.
if people are making less money, you've got to find ways to
Kraft
still.
mac and cheese is like tons of houses. It's a staple.
Yeah.
Because it's so
Ours.
easy
I mean,
to make.
I love it.
Well, we have it. It's not a staple. We don't eat it as a staple.
We don't eat it. Well, it
used
depends.
to.
Sometimes we go through phases where we eat it.
Yeah.
But
Lonesome Lanny, what's happening?
so they were saying that some things like Okay, this one I was like, what? Because I love ketchup. So Kraft's Heinz price increase were among the most dramatic heading into 2022, with some items going up as much as 20%. Ketchup.
That's why we
Ketchup.
get like
Heinz.
40 of them from like
Costco.
Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, right. Grey Poupon, for example, was going to increase between 6 and 13%. I'm
Who
like,
fuck still eats grape? I mean, I guess some people like that.
I guess it's spicy, right? It's like
tangy,
yeah.
spicy.
So I thought it was interesting because the other thing that I saw in conjunction with that I was like, I don't know if you guys have noticed, Little Caesar raised their price on the hot and ready pizza that they have the huge commercial for. It used to be $5.
Yeah.
And now it's like
$7.50.
$5.50.
Okay.
But it's the first time they've raised their price in like 30 years. They say though, okay, so two things. They say they're giving you 30% more pepperoni for this price increase, or
There's
with this
only
price
so
increase.
much pepperoni you can have on a fucking pizza.
Well, what if I don't want more pepperoni, but I do want my pizza to stay at $5? But here's the thing: this is a
Then you
limited
get that
time.
bitch without pepperoni.
So they're not taking off the table that there will be a rate increase for that again soon. So, I was kind of like, come on, Little Caesar.
It's kind of like the dollar store now.
It's
now
been
the
this price
$1.50
since
store.
1997.
Oh, so yeah, 24 years.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucking everything up.
But at the same time, you and I had this conversation that I went to Dollar Tree, and I was like,
Dollar store,
Dollar Tree can't be Dollar Tree anymore because everything's $1.25 now.
Oh, they just raised it a quarter across the board.
Mm-hmm. Everything is a quarter. So I mean, but you can't call yourself the Dollar Tree. You got to call yourself Dollars.
Dollar Tree. You go there to get shit for like all the
stuff that isn't paper, like
paper plates,
plasticware. Sometimes they have cute decorating stuff that's really inexpensive. They always have good boxes to put like cookies and stuff in.
So what it's gonna? Who do you think is gonna feel this the most? It's gonna be your average household.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Your lower, and then your middle,
you do have
average household.
There's a lot of people who, out of the generosity of their heart, will have 3 kids of their own and then take in 3 to 4 more foster kids.
Oh yeah,
and so now they're trying to feed a family of 10 on the same money they were feeding.
Well, they get stipends for.
They do, but it's not enough. I mean, if you have 3 16-year-old boys, you think whatever you get from fostering them is going to be enough?
3 16-year-old boys, I'd be like, fucking triplets. I'd be like, move the fuck out.
No, you just adopted older foster children.
You all have to go get a job.
Oh, I'm sure they probably do, but
we're all gonna chip into this. The food. I don't know.
Feltman's mustard is the best.
But honestly, I think that's who it's going to impact.
Yeah. It's going to impact the people that are barely putting food on their table now.
Not even barely. Just putting food on their table, period.
No, you're right.
Because it's going to, what's it do? It takes away from your discretionary income, your disposable income. That means you're not going to the movies. You're not doing something.
You're buying generic instead of name brand.
Yeah. You're not stimulating the economy as much. All of that shit has this trickle down effect.
Well, it's just going to make
instead of you getting your kids 2 or 3 presents, they're going to get 1 present for their birthday.
Well, especially, I mean, and even less than that if you didn't get a raise to compensate for the difference.
If you're actually you're at a loss now. Gas in California, I've seen prices like near fucking $6 and shit. Lord. So you go like, what the fuck, right?
Excuse me.
I don't know. You just got your first pedicure, Nico, dude. They're the best.
They are good.
Pedicures are great.
So another story that made me go, oh. So a dash cam captures a CHP officer dodging a bull. Let me make this bigger.
No ribbon. You definitely can
Pedicures are
giggle it,
amazing.
stimulating the economy. Just like tickle it. Just
you ready?
Yep. What the fuck? What happened? Where'd that happen? What happened there? Susanville.
Yeah, he
California.
Where? Yeah, it's Susanville.
It looks like
California.
snow everywhere. Yeah.
I don't know if it's snow or it's just black and white, but like he barely.
Holy shit!
He almost had 2 buttholes.
Is that a bull or a cow?
It's a bull.
Holy fuck!
It's a bull. But then I love like when he comes around the camera. I mean, around the car, he goes.
Yeah.
Like.
What's the story behind that?
So let's see. The officer bravely evaded an angry bull while on patrol. The entire encounter was captured by his patrol car dash cam. After dodging the bull, the officer seen letting out a sigh of relief. Let's see. So Somerville Station often responds to calls about large farm animals that escape from their enclosure and wander onto the highway. So part of their job is to try to make sure the cow doesn't go on the highway, and that's what he was doing.
He's trying to get it off.
It wasn't on the highway. He's trying to make sure it didn't get on the
just
highway.
kind of keeping it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it decided it was going to
Charge him.
Yes.
How'd your day get?
That's not in the job
How'd you end your day?
description.
I got fucking run over by a
I'm
bull.
sure that's not in the job description.
No.
May have to wrangle dangerous animals. Apparently, it needs
You don't
to
want
be.
to shoot the fucker, but
No,
he didn't have time to pull his gun
No.
anyway. And then just turned around and started running.
he
at
needs
him.
to. Somebody said PBR, and I was like, "Yep, exactly."
Right.
I was say he
He's
needs
a
to be a clown.
Pretty good.
So I know. I was like, that is insane. I had to share it because when I watched it, I was like, "Holy
Whoa.
shit!"
Yeah, because he could have been knocked.
Oh,
And then he's
like I
sitting
said,
out
he
there
almost
by
had two
himself.
buttholes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeesh.
I mean, wow. What are they saying?
Oh, I don't know. I'm just looking.
All right. So
All right. So entertainment. We watched The Witcher.
Yep.
We've got like one left to finish, I think, right?
no. Oh, one.
Of
No,
The
there's
Witcher.
more than that.
No.
There's usually like,
We watched, I think there's 8.
and we
Maybe.
watched
It's like 6 of them.
5.
Really good. So
probably.
it's on Netflix. If you haven't seen
It is
season 2,
really good.
it's good.
Yeah.
It's definitely worth checking out if you haven't seen it.
Mhm.
We got another bot. What? Nope. We don't have a bot.
And we finished Lock and Key.
But The Witcher, let's go back to that.
Oh,
They're the monsters in it are pretty good.
rad.
Yeah, they're pretty good. So there was
Yeah.
like this. I'm not giving too much away. This kind of millipede, centipede kind of fucking
creepy
thing.
thing.
And then the little girl character from the end of season 1,
Uh-huh.
she's turning into quite the badass.
Siri. Her name is Siri.
Yeah, couldn't
Mhm.
remember it. Yeah, she's turning into quite
Yeah.
the badass. So go check it out. If you haven't seen season 1, definitely go check it out.
Yeah. You
Season
just see that
2
before.
is-
It's really good. So far, it's so good.
And what's his name?
Henry?
Oh, we're going on first
Yeah.
names now.
Oh, we forgot to show my picture. We're not showing that picture. Do you remember talking about that picture
Yeah, I have it
Friday
on my phone.
with all our friends? Yeah.
Go check it out. The other one is we finished Lock and Key.
Lock and
season
Key,
2. So
which,
if you guys have like kids that are like 10, 12,
I'd say
I think it's
probably
fine.
12, 10. Well, it depends on
Yeah.
your kid. Actually, some kids are 8 years old are fine.
There's
watching
nothing
a little bit
scary
scary.
about it, I don't think.
It's a little anxiety driven, maybe, but
It's you. It's a you thing.
kids could get anxious. It's good.
Kids live
I mean,
with fucking COVID era right now.
oh, shut up.
We're all fine. But it's worth it. Yeah,
it was
Lock
good
and Key
too.
is
And
definitely
I'm
good.
hoping we talked about this because
Whole
we
second
watched
season's
the second season. We haven't heard if there's a third season, so we're hoping there is a third season.
I can see where it could go.
Well, that one guy at the end. I mean, obviously the way they left it as a cliffhanger, it seems like there's going to be a third season, but it has to have had enough viewings, I think, in order for them to commit to
Yeah.
that. So Netflix is usually pretty good about that, though.
I think so too. Yep. All right, so you feel good, baby.
So,
Not coughing for
right.
45 minutes.
So I work with a girl. Her and her husband own. I think I've talked about them before. They own a bunch of acreage up
Yeah.
between Denver and Colorado Springs, and they have cows. And during on
Where's
New Year's
California?
Day, so they had 2. What do you call a female cow? There's a name specifically for them. They had 2 female cows that were pregnant,
Okay.
ready to give birth any day. The first one gave birth, and it was like they were having great weather, 76, sunny, during the day. That one came in when it was perfect. New
Looks
Year's.
like a cow. Not
Huh?
a bull. It's a cow.
I thought there was a name for it. Smartasses. But New Year's Day.
Okay.
Either New Year's Eve or New Year's Day, the second cow went into labor, and it was like 25 degrees outside.
Were they
And
in the barn at least?
They go cows. Guess they go to
Out in-
pasture
Okay.
to give birth. So when they realized that she was out there, they decided to go.
They had to go find
Look,
it. Make
yeah,
sure
and
the calf didn't die.
The calf was basically frozen.
Yeah.
And so they rushed it home, and they put blankets all over it, and long story short, it ended up making it, but they kept it in the house for like 48 hours just to make sure
That's
that it was
very Alaska. What's that show up in Alaska? The Tuttles, or not Tuttles?
I don't watch it. So I'm
the
not sure.
whatever. The
But-
Jules family.
Yeah,
Remember?
I do. I remember who you're talking about. But so they named him, their son named him Sub-Zero
Oh.
because he was frozen and he
Nice.
lived. And I have pictures of this most adorable cow
All
ever.
right, let's see it.
And
That's the cow.
that's the cow.
Nice.
She's so, or he's so cute. And they were saying the funny thing is that now
Is that thing going to be dinner eventually?
no, oh, well that now they've named him. They don't usually name their cows, so I think they're going to keep him. They'll keep him because the other thing is now he follows them. If they go
so
out,
now it's a fucking pet.
yeah, if they go out, he leaves his mom and he follows anybody from the family that's out at the farm. He comes and he waits and moos like at the front door. But his mom, because sometimes they were worried the mom wouldn't take him back.
Yeah.
But she did take him back. So they were trying to stay away so that they could bond. But she was like, he just still comes to the door and waits for us. But he's super
That's cool.
cute, super, super cute. He's following his mama right there.
Very
Again,
cute.
most of my feel goods always have to do with animals.
Mine does too. So mine
Yes.
is another puppy.
A puppy.
I don't know why. I just keep finding puppy stories. And I mean, there's nothing wrong with puppy stories. Gotta find it. Pet dog.
Oh, he's
missing
cute.
For 3 years.
Holy shit.
This dog was missing for 3 years. I got a top story. 3 years, found 1,200 miles away in Indiana. Reunites with her Texas-based family. This dog basically, they don't know how it ended up in Indiana. They figure it's chipped.
Okay, hold on.
So it's microchipped and everything.
Were they on vacation
No.
and the dog took off, or they were
The dog just
and they were in
got out of
Texas.
their house.
And they were in
somewhere.
Texas.
Yeah, in Texas.
Okay.
And they figure somebody picked her up or
Yeah.
picked him up, whatever. Daisy.
Picked her up and then
Picked
she
her
got away
up.
again.
And then they never bothered to get it checked or whatever.
Or she got away or whatever.
Yeah, and then moved somewhere else and then just ended up out there. So then Daisy finally got out again, something like that. She's probably got a streak where she just likes to go for a walk, something like that.
Right.
And that person took her in, brought her to the vet, got her cleaned, got her checked, and got her scanned.
She looks so happy in that picture.
The mom, so this is mom,
Yeah.
she had been checking every 2 weeks or so
Still, this
on
whole
the site
time.
for the last 3 years just to see if it ever pings, and kept all of her information up to date
Aw.
and all that. And it eventually did. So 3 years later,
That gave me goosebumps.
mom and dad drove up to pick her up in Indiana. So I thought that was pretty
That's
cool.
awesome.
So yeah, I mean, you never know. Like there was somebody around here that lost. They were using one of those pet sitter companies or whatever.
Worst
And,
nightmare
like,
ever.
Their two Goldens just disappeared, right? And they had like a fucking $7,000 reward
Yeah.
for them and all these things, and then
Worst nightmare.
they just never could.
Found him.
They just never turned up. So,
Ugh.
you know, you go
Ugh,
like,
makes me want to throw up. Apparently everything makes me want to throw up tonight.
but you go like, oh my god, what would I do? Like we're dog people, you guys know that. So,
Shit.
you know, but it's good to hear. It's good to see you.
It's sweet. And Daisy looks so happy in that picture, and so does mom.
Yeah, exactly. So, all right, today in history, 1966. Do you know who this is? It's going to come up here in a second. Do you know who this is?
Batman and Robin.
Yeah. This is the first show. The live action TV series, Batman, premiered on ABC.
You ever notice that Robin's
Started-
outfit looks like a onesie?
Adam West
Adam West, yes.
as the Cape Crusader and Burt Ward as Robin. I remember going to, granted, they played reruns when I was a kid,
right.
but going to movie theaters when I was 8 years old or something like that, or 7 years old, going to movie theaters and they play these before the movie.
Oh, I remember you
Remember
telling me
those?
that. No, I don't remember those,
No,
but
they play these and then they play cartoons before movies.
cartoons, yes. I do
Yeah,
remember
yeah.
those.
So I don't know if it just came down to whoever the movie theater projectionist was,
Right.
and what they had, but it was pretty cool.
That's
So
fun.
this is what
That's
they
cool.
Batman,
Batman.
and they had the bat phone,
And they'd be like,
the bat cave,
"Kapow." Yeah, it was
and all
really
the
cool.
cool stuff. So that's it for tonight, guys. This is it's obviously a little bit shorter show than we've been doing the past
Yeah,
couple
and
of
much
weeks.
calmer today for both of
A
us.
little calmer. Had to be.
Mm.
Had to be.
Well,
Still
yeah.
getting over it. So with that, go hit the like and subscribe button, you guys. Please, if you don't mind, go out to iTunes and give us a little review and a 5-star. And then I guess you can do it on Spotify as well. So go out and just hit it 5 stars. We're
Yeah.
out there. But we're on all the channels where you want to listen. So check that out. Thanks all military first responders. Without you guys, we can't do this shit. As long as
Amen.
you're one of the ones that aren't trying to lock people down and be dickheads. Ian and family, hope you're having a great time.
Yep.
Catch you guys later. Evan, Haley, we miss you. Cheers. We love you guys. We'll catch you on Friday, and hopefully we're both back to
better.
100%.
Yes.
So, good night. Love y'all.
Bye, guys. Love you. See you
ya.
Wednesday, Friday.